and you delivered the counseling. I mean, you were a counselor.
Correct.
Right? Auditor. We call it someone who listens. You were there, you were auditing for, I don't know, how many years? Like 6, 5, 4?
7.5 total.
7.5 years.
Yeah.
Auditing. That's a lot. It's a lot of people
Yeah.
to like, hey, let's get you through this. Like, what's a story, right? No names, but like, that you helped somebody, to give an example of like what those years were like and what you were doing.
You know, it's 10,000 hours.
I was just going to ask
audited,
that.
Wow.
delivered on the chair. I did that.
Guys, volunteer work, guys. This is
Yeah.
a guy
Yeah.
spending, who here watching this has spent 10,000 hours sitting down, listening to someone and helping them get through issues. I mean, that's an incredible feat,
Yeah.
an incredible
Professionally, by the way, not just like,
I mean,
oh yeah, chilling out, having a beer, like 100% there, doing nothing else.
So this is an example of that. What is like one time that you can say like, wow, this time I really helped this guy?
First of all, the act of me doing that for so long is really such a selfish action on my part.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And the reason why I'm saying that is because you feel so, when you snap out of it, and you start being a criminal, and you look back at your past, and you start looking at all the people that you hurt in your life. I hurt a lot of people, right? I had to feel better about myself. And the only way that I was able to feel better about myself was to help others in front of me.
Wow.
And create changes in their lives so I can feel like I belong in society again. There's this like belief in psychology and psychiatry and whatever, that people are who they are, right? You don't really change from your nature. And wow, what bigger examples can you have? Like in my case, from doing what I did, I mean, it really is massive, right? Like I can tell you that above all, the technology of auditing, the spiritual counseling of Scientology, allows a person to really look inside and discover for themselves what's wrong with them without the interference of somebody telling you, this is your problem, go and fix it. So we just basically, for many years, I just took, we had instructions, and I would open up and I would give the next order or the next command, what we call them commands, and then we have the person look in to find an answer. And then that person discovers what's wrong with them, and they fix it themselves. And I never tell them what's wrong. They discover it themselves. And then they come out with these things to do. So I've been able to help people come out of depressions, right? Come out of like...
So let's take like one example. Like, can you like this person, and after X amount of time, like this happened? Like, what's just to illustrate the difference of one individual?
There's one lady that she worked at a dental office in Texas where I was working at, and she was very unhappy. She had this viewpoint of I'm not meant to have a husband. I'm never going to be able to have a relationship. She had all these agreements with like, it wasn't meant to be. It's not going to happen for her. And through the technology of the spiritual counseling, she was able to discover where she made those decisions and why she was carrying those decisions to the present time. And she was able to remove those things from the past with her own, new conclusions about it. She was able to find the love of her life very shortly after. And then she ended up having this beautiful family. And what bigger miracle can you have, right? This is a lady that was in her 40s that had spent 20 years with miserable relationships, one after the other, being mistreated by men, falling into terrible relationships, and she gets Scientology counseling for 50 hours. Specific things apply to her, specific technology, and she finds the love of her life. She gets married. 15 years later, she's still married, has three kids.
3 kids, wow.
Yeah, and
In the 40s. That's also, I mean, that's work.
Our last kid was 44 years old. My wife was 44 when we had our last one.
Wow.
But that's, those are the miracles that we get to produce, right?
I mean, I was talking about the other lady.
Yeah. Oh, no, that one. No, I know.
Okay.
No, but I'm telling you, in the 40s, it could happen, right? But it is things like that that really change a person's life, right? Like if she doesn't do that technology, she would have passed on her entire life, and she would have been 70 years old as a single lady by herself, no man, no nothing, just because she didn't feel qualified to have a family or to have a relationship. But we were able to change those viewpoints. There's all these other like miracles that are like, you can actually talk in detail about the results that you get, but I want to keep it very real, right? Like I had a lot of people that like I had this lady that felt that she had this blown up arthritis out of control, and then she gets it under control, right? And she now feels that she can determine whether she feels pain or not, right? The power of the mind is what Scientology and Dianetics is all about.
Yep.
How you can determine your present, your future. The most beautiful thing about Scientology, I can tell you about our group and our religion, is that we are not effect of anything. We're not effect of the government. Like look at you, Aaron. You have this big company that depends on products coming from China, but you're not crying over it in a corner. There's changes in the government that end up
Anymore.
affecting, your company in a big way, and you keep going forward because we're not victims of life. We're not victims. We, like the saying goes, take the bull by its horns, right? And we're always riding. We're always in the front seat. And yes, we get hit a lot, right? We get hit, we fall down, we pick ourselves up, and we keep going, but we're never like crying in a corner saying to ourselves, yeah, maybe God didn't want it for me. Like there's my favorite phrase from the Bible says, God helps those that help themselves. This is what I believe we are. We're people that consistently help ourselves so we can open up better opportunities, more expansion, bigger, accomplishment of goals across the board.
On behalf of everybody that you helped and got them through, I want to say thank you for everything you did in those years you put in to help. You say it's selfish, but I would say it's selfless.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you.